Hello. So it's Friday, and I wanted to talk about a little bit more about the water issue that we have behind the barn. So we actually ended up getting a pump. So there it is. Um, Joe picked it up. I don't remember. I don't think he told me how much it was, but it's Drummond, and it works pretty well, actually, I have to say. You just plug it in and stick it in the puddle, and we have it hooked up to a hose that's going off towards the swampy area. And it took, so this puddle was probably 3 times that size. We got a ton of rain the other day. We got I think half an inch, and it was all kind of at once. It thunderstormed like crazy. It was a really weird day. It was 40 degrees and thunderstorming all afternoon. So I put this in and plugged it in to see how long, and it took about probably an hour and a half or so to get to the size it is now. And it shut itself off. I'm not entirely sure why, because it doesn't seem like it's to the point where it's too low. So it'll shut itself off when it's too low. It'll shut itself off if it gets clogged. There's a couple different scenarios. So it's pretty sensitive, I think. And I can't really get it further in right now just because of the way we have the hose. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put a pipe along this edge of the barn, and then have it go off to where that downspout comes down. So we're gonna have it come down. So we're gonna have it pop out put it under the stones, have it pop out where that downspout comes down, and so it'll just go down the driveway. And my husband wants to just keep it here and keep it plugged in all the time. I don't know if I'm 100% on board with that yet, but I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see how it works this summer. Because this summer we're not going to have any pigs here, so we'll see how it works this summer. The other thing about it is you cannot plug it into an extension cord, which is kind of annoying. So if you're really far away from a plug, it's not going to work, and the cord's not that long. I mean, so what we have it right now, we have it going into, this is the chicken coop. It's the old chicken coop. It's just being used for storage now. So we have it going in the back side of the chicken coop, and then plugged in. There's a plug at the top on the opposite side that we have it plugged into. So, I mean, it's a pretty long cord, but you definitely need to be whatever puddle that you're emptying needs to be pretty close. I think the cord's maybe 25 feet long. I think it's a 25-foot cord. So that's probably, to me, the most annoying part. I mean, my husband's pretty handy, and he said he could put in another plug out here somewhere. But like I said, we'll see. So his big plan is to basically kind of fit a bucket over it that has holes in it, and then just leave it plugged in so that when it rains enough, it'll just drain, and when it doesn't, then it's just sitting there. So that's kind of the plan right now. Like I said, it works pretty well. It got that puddle down to that size in an hour and a half. If I had it further in, it probably would have drained the entire thing. So that's the update on that situation. When we fix it up to be more permanent, I'll do another video about it. And so I hope if you have any other suggestions on things to do with this, my biggest concern, like I said, is that when we do get hogs, that they'll mess around with it and break it, because they're pretty destructive animals. Kind of like all animals, they're all pretty destructive. So that's kind of my biggest concern. If you have any other suggestions as to like how to keep the hogs away from it, aside from like putting up fencing or whatever, let me know. And yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. And I'll see you next week with more videos. If you like this, hit the like button, share it, subscribe, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.